Hey YouTube, thanks for stopping by the channel. Thanks for clicking play. Today we got some amazing news. I've been telling you guys this is coming. We got lap records, 5 US based tracks for the 2025 C8 ZR1. And I'm not talking about just breaking records, smashing records, okay? The 5 tracks that they broke the records on: Watkins Glen, 152.7, Bill Weiss was the driver, who's the lead performance engineer. Road America, 208.6, Brian Wallace was the lead vehicle dynamics engineer. Road Atlanta, 122.8, Chris Barber, the lead development engineer. VIR full course, 147.7, the driver was Aaron Link, who's the global vehicle performance manager. And on VIR grand course, 232.3, again, the driver was Aaron Link. Now, guys, if you don't think these laps are significant and the cars that this ZR1 is beating on these lap times is impressive, one of those courses, and I'm going to go over that in a minute, one of those tracks, the ZR1 topped the $1.5 million McLaren Senna. The Senna is just the absolute pinnacle track performance. That's what it was built for. And the ZR1 ended up smashing that record. Okay, you can see those on the side of the car here that these guys are. And all these, they're not pro drivers, guys. These are GM employees, not professional race car drivers. There's more in this car. Guys, there's more in this car. And I can't even tell you how excited I am that we ended up going over these. We're going to go over these individually here in just a second, but just to kind of put all that into perspective for you guys, just how amazing this is. Okay, I'm going to highlight some of these tracks and the cars that previously held the records, and just to show you how monumental an achievement is on this, okay? So Chris Barber was driving at Road Atlanta, and he smashed the GT2 RS's lap record at Atlanta by over 2 seconds. Okay, guys, this is a GT2 RS. This is the car that everybody goes to say, oh, yeah, the Z06 is fast. The ZR1 will never beat these, top-end track cars. And it really, really is shaping up to be a world beater as far as setting these records. The other one is the VIR Grand Course. Okay, so the Global Vehicle Performance Manager, Aaron Link, again, not a professional driver, got in and outgunned. He broke the record set by the $1.2 million McLaren Senna by a 2-second margin as well. These are not just barely beating these cars. These are just smashing these records. 2 seconds on a track like this, when you're talking about a McLaren Senna, is a lifetime. It's an eternity. And it's crazy that some of these guys got in there and set these records, and they're not even pro drivers, right? So, the fact that this car set the top speed of 233, has 0 to 62.3, and is going out and just absolutely smashing these track records. Now, this car that they used for all these attempts, it was the same car, okay? And that car is set with the ZTK package, okay? That's the extra $1,500 that you would add on. So it has a high performance down force on the wing, the front planes, the gurney lip, all that stuff, and the Cup 2R tires, okay? So just looking at that from a standpoint of banging, you're looking at a base price of $174,995, and now you're going to go out and add some options and then beat a McLaren Senna. That's awesome. The other thing, the GT2 RS, we saw that it beat the record on that, but the Porsche 911 GT3 RS Road America lap time, the ZR1 shattered that by a full 5 seconds. Guys, 5 seconds it shattered this lap time, okay? I put in there, you can see the lap times, but I'm telling you now just the competition that this car is stacked up against, and it's just absolutely annihilating these. Now, GM did put all the videos of all the different laps. They released them today on YouTube, so you can actually see those. But again, like I said, we beat the McLaren at VIR on the Grand Course. They beat the GT2 RS. They beat the GT3 RS. I mean, this is just stacking up to be the best bang for your buck you could possibly get at about $200,000. You're going to go out and beat a McLaren Senna on the track? What the, and it's not just the handling, the stiffer springs, the Cup 2R tires. I mean, at the VIR, right, you look in the video and they're comparing some of the times. So on the front straight, okay, the ZR1 reaches an absolutely insane 180 miles per hour. That compared to the Senna's 173 miles per hour. This is also on YouTube. You can see this, but, it's really insane the amount of G's this car. So, it looks to be pulling, every bit of the Z06's 1.22 G's worth of lateral acceleration, and now we have 1,000 horsepower to pull through. I know the was the Nürburgring time for the Z06 unofficially was a little bit disappointing, but, they claimed that the fifth gear was a long gear, that it was a long pull, that, that killed it on the speeds. This is not going to happen in the ZR1, guys. The ZR1 is going to set an insane Nürburgring time if GM can get over there and are willing to get over there and do that for us. And at the same time, I'm hoping they give us a Z06 time. But the ZR1, that's already broken all the records of the 5 tracks that they've been on so far. They haven't been on Laguna Seca yet. The Mustang GTD set a ridiculous time there. So, again, I would love to see that as an apples to apples because, the GTD dropped a sub 7-minute time on the Nürburgring. So if you can go out and beat it at Laguna Seca and, you have that much more horsepower, that much more handling, that much more grip, that much more downforce, and you're at the ring, it's going to absolutely set a blistering time. It's already beat the GT2 RS. It's already beat the GT3 RS. Let's go. Let's see this. Come on, GM. Do this. Give us a ring time, man. Come on. Give us a ring time. I also want you guys to keep in mind that these lap times that they've set, okay, these lap times are without a professional driver in the seat. Yes, these guys are good drivers, obviously. Some of these guys have experience on these tracks. Yes, they've worked with the car. They're intimately familiar with the car. But these are not pro GM drivers. You get GM pro race car drivers in here, and these times drop even more. And now we're talking about an even bigger gap between the GT3 RS, the GT2 RS, the McLaren Senna, all these amazing cars, okay? But this is just the tip of the iceberg, guys. This is just the tip of what's to come. Hopefully we get some ring times with both the ZR1 and the Z06. I mean, the ZR1 is going to be top dog. Hands down, it's going to set an amazing time, and I'm hoping GM really pushes for that and they make that a priority. But, again, you're getting all this performance for $200,000, 1,000 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds. You're getting a top speed of 233 miles an hour. Not like we're going to be able to get that in the civilian world, but still. The other thing would be, you got a quarter mile time in 9.6 seconds. Okay, that's in factory trim. Just boom, done. Absolutely amazing that we're getting this for $200,000, that this car is going to be a world beater when we get out there, guys. I just wanted to get this information out to you guys today because GM dropped it, and it's absolutely mind-blowing. It's staggering. It supports everything that we've been saying on our channel, on Justin and Horsepower Obsessed, Brandon's Garages, everything we've been saying, that this car is going to be absolutely insane when it gets on the track. The other thing is it supports our claims that maybe the Z06 is better than people, that the unofficial Nürburgring time is saying, that people are saying. So hopefully we can get both. But, I had to get this information out to you guys tonight. I was so excited. If you haven't already, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Until I see you next time, stay safe.